Hello everyone, Xoguri here. So today we're gonna be looking at a new champion meeting, Rival High 2. This is the second Rival High that's happened. The last one was last year. And yeah, we have a information right here that can tell you guys. So the Rival High 2 race card information is gonna be Heroin Hanshin race course. It's a pretty interesting race card which I'll be taking a look later. 1600 meter is a mile distance, so that's pretty interesting. And as I predicted that the Daijirubi brings in the new acceleration to the tables, right? So Daijirubi is gonna be making her appearance here, and she's bringing us a lot of acceleration and a lot of interesting things coming. It's a turf track. It's not dirt anymore, thankfully. Dirt is a disaster last Champions meeting. The course is right turns and the course is falls, right? If you see like turn with falls, you always turn to like fire motion. Fire motion is a very good card if these two are the condition. The weather is gonna be cloudy and the track is gonna be in good track condition. And yeah, that's all about it for the information that the list record. And the green skills that you can use in this should be on the screen right now. And the next section we're gonna be taking a look at the cost analysis. So we're gonna go to that real quick. Okay everyone, welcome to the course analysis. So we're going to be taking a look at the Hanshin race course today, and we're going to be starting running around here. This is a 1600 meter, and we're going to be start running to the middle lake. This is going to be around 270 meter until the middle lake, right? And after that we're going to be taking the corner right here. Like the interesting thing about it is this, the whole middle lake is a corner. Okay, so you want a middle lake speed skills, that's would be really good. We can be taking until this right here. This is the last lake. That list mark is around here, and yeah, that's the whole middle lake is in corner. So you want some corner speed skill or any speed skill that works at around this corner. And then we can be entering last lake until the end of the race, which is here. That's a very long straight, so runners gonna have a little bit of a hard time dealing with it, especially with the new skills that Daijirubi brings to the tables. The backliner is gonna be a lot better. So what do we want to take a look here? So the course elevation is gonna be this final corner right here, right? So this is the final corner part and this is the last lake, right? So the thing is, it's very close to each other, and you're probably gonna proxing the acceleration skills in the final corners, right? So the thing that works here is flowers, initial flowers. Initial flower we prox around here. It's very close to the last lake. It's not exactly last lake, but it is very close. So if you are leaders, you can take advantage of this. Digital flowers is really good as well, so you can use it in this one because the acceleration proc like almost immediately, a little bit earlier, but yeah, it doesn't affect much about her performance. Next up is Taiki Shatteru. Taiki Shatteru procs a little bit early. She's proc here. She's proc earlier than the initial flowers, that's why she is a little bit worse. But yeah, if you're using Taiki, the free Taiki, not the OG Taiki, she can work. But if you want to inherit the Taiki Shatteru ultimate to auto readers, you can do that. It doesn't work because the duration got shortened, so it's gonna last until around here and doesn't list the last leg, so it's not gonna do anything if you inherit it into the auto Umas, that's the leader. So don't do that. The initial flowers, you'll be good. Okay, next time I'm gonna talk about is the sales guy and Ryan, right? Because the last leg, like, start at the final corner, right? So this means that sales guy and Ryan's gonna work in here. Dober, the original Dober doesn't work, but the Camp Dober have her specific strategy, which I'm gonna be talking about later. Okay, so that's about it for, again, if you are runners, take Zeus guy. If you are betweeners and backliners, take Ryan. They are really good in these courses. Okay, next up, I'm gonna be talking about corner acceleration. Corner acceleration, right? In this course, you have only two corners, right? So this here and this here. There's only two corners. The timers may vary, but the chances are you can proc corners of Melier pretty effectively sometimes. It's not the best thing, it's not the best acceleration you can have, but if you have a chance to get that, please do it. You can chance it, definitely can chance it. It's allowed 20%, I think. So 20 to 30%, not much more than that. Okay, next up is gonna be Tobosha. Yeah, I will put the English name in the screen because I can't remember it. But turbocharge is a random. It's a random acceleration for runners. Happens if you are running at the first press and you are at the final corner, right? It's random, so it might not proc immediately at last rate. So it will proc around here. It will proc around here. So it's not 100% an effective acceleration, right? But it's a good enough acceleration that you can take for runners. And yeah, you can steal some win with that skills. Okay, next up that we're gonna talk about is the camp dober strategy. So the camp dober skills is pretty interesting because, well, as you can see, the downhill is a little bit before the actual last leg, right? So the dober skills activate when you are at the downhill at the later half of the race. So yeah, it will proc immediately right here. So the thing is, if you proc a speed skill before the last leg, what's gonna happen? Yep, it's the same case as Christmas Xoguri. She's gonna carry over the speed to the last leg, right? So yeah, that's why Camp Dober is one of the top tier Umas to use in this Champions meeting. So yeah, you should take a look at her. And if you have her, please use her. She's really good in this one. And you might think that you escape Christmas Xoguri after the last Champions meeting, but unfortunately you couldn't. People find a way. People find a way to use Christmas Xoguri by not 3/7s anymore. But again, yeah, this downhill right here, is the problem, right? So you need 3 recoveries for a Christmas Xoguri to work, right? The strategy is to take corner recovery because, well, you only have 2 corners right here, so it will definitely proc in here. It's most likely gonna proc because there's 2 corners. There's a higher chance that you're gonna proc a recovery than you're not gonna proc it. And the second is gonna be 77%. The 3/7 is gonna proc around here. The 3/7 doesn't activate her ult, but it just a reliable recovery that you can take. So yeah, take corner recovery, take 7/7, and what we're gonna use to activate is the downhill specialist, the after school specialist, which is a recovery skill that recover when you are at the downhill, right? So yeah, the strategy is to proc the downhill recovery right here, proxing that recovery, procs her ult together with it, and get the speed to carry over, just the same case as the Camp Dober. So that's why Christmas Xoguri kind of works. But yeah, but what you need about Christmas Xoguri, you need to make her chasers because after school specialist only usable on chaser spot, so you can use it on other strategy. That's why she need to be chasers here. And that's one of the build that is interesting in this course. Alright, another thing I have to note is this up here right here, right? This is the 200 meter marks. So if you proc your Xoguri, right? If you are using the OG Xoguri, okay? You're using the original Xoguri and you proc her off at the last 200 meter, you get your speed up, right? And you using the uphill right here to proc the Mountaineer, the uphill acceleration, right? So if you proc her speed out right here and you proc her speed accel at the uphill as well, both of these gonna work together and create like a good amount of speed for you at the short time. So you're gonna have more chance at crushing in this win if you build these 2 skills together. So that's the thing to note for normal Xoguri as well. And that's about it for the cost analysis. So let's move back to the recommended Umas. After the cost analysis, we're going to be taking a look at the recommended Umas to use in Libra High 2. Alright, so let's take a look at the runners first, right? The best runner that you can use is going to be Bourbon. It's going to be Bourbon on a Valentine position. Of course, like she's one of the best runners in the game right now. And she dominates even more in this course. Yeah, again, you just the usual things, right? And the another interesting thing about the runner is Suzuka's rival here. Because yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the Turbo Shah, which is the skill that Suzuka has in her innate, or you can get it from her SSR version of the gods, is a really good acceleration for runners in this one. Yeah, it's random, but it's very good. The chances are pretty good. And yeah, that's about it. That's why Suzuka is very good. I mean, you can use her on Onige, that's what Whale build her. But if you want to make her Onige, you need a lot of stamina, you need a lot of status to make her work as an Onige. So I don't really recommend using that unless you like got like a really good god. But if you have a normal god like each of us, what you can do is like build her like a normal runner. You don't need to force yourself to do Onige. She's not that great as an Onige. And the meta is not even runners anyway. So you don't need to do that. Just if you want to use Suzuka, build her as a normal runner is what I will recommend it. Smart Falcon and Summer Marcinski are not really good choice, but if you have them and you want to use the runners, feel free to go for them. They are kinda okay. They're not like top tier meta or anything. They are okay, an okay choice. I think I will use Falcon myself, or if I can get a good Mino Bourbon, I will use Mino Bourbon. I love both the Umas, not gonna lie to you. I love both of them. Okay, let's take a look at the leaders. As I said earlier, leader is pretty good, right? Because we have Flower Ultimate, we have Taiki Shatter Ultimate, we have like Fire Motion Ultimate, which works as well. So yeah, the leaders have a lot of choice for you to choose, but they kind of fall behind for Betweener and Chasers, which I'm gonna explain later why Betweener and Chasers is really good in this one. Okay, so leaders, normal Xoguri, of course, you can just see her everywhere. Normal Xoguri also have a corner acceleration on her own, so that's a bonus point. Flowers, of course, as I explained earlier, her ult is really good. Taiki Shatter, both camp version and both normal version works. But if you're using Taiki, feel free to inheritance the flowers into the flower ultimate into your kit, so you'll be good. All the leaders need to have flower ultimate in the kit to be able to function pretty well. Fire Motion and Festival Cities works as an okay choice. They are not the best, but yeah, they work pretty well in this course. That's why I put them here as a choices, of course. So next up is gonna be the Betweeners. The Betweeners is gonna be, yes, of course, the most broken Umas in the game right now is gonna be Cam Doorbell. Cam Doorbell, as I explained earlier, her ultimate carry over the speed to the last leg. That's why she's really good in this one. No need to argue more about that. Just get a Cam Doorbell acceleration with Ryan as well. They are gonna be pretty much set in winning in this Champions meeting. Normal Xoguri can work as a Betweener as well if you want to build her as a Betweener. I would recommend building them at Betweener though, because I feel like Betweeners are better in this one. Okay, next up, Chasers. Again, Christmas Xoguri, as a build I explained earlier, is a corner recovery, 3-7, and downhill recovery, right? And because you need downhill recovery, you need to be running her on Chasers, and it's a little bit hard to do because you need to inherit it. Her chaser to A rank, so yeah, that's a little bit of work. But yeah, I think it's like C or B. It doesn't took that much work, right? So for the status, right? I think for the status you need to have like max speed, like literally max speed, 600 speed. Stamina is around 600 to be safe. You don't need to worry about the buffer that much in this Champions meeting because, well, we have a lot of choices, right? So not a lot of people are going to be running debuffers in these courses. And powers, you need more than 901 powers, but I don't think you really need to worry about much power, because if you're building a 1600 speed, you're gonna get like a max power anyways, right? So you don't have to worry much about it. 600 gas is really important to get. They are really good. 1000 int. So if you are Christmas Xoguri that relies on int a lot, you might want to max out your int, but yeah, normally 1000 int should be fine. And yeah, that's about it for the recommended status. I didn't mention, I also need to mention the runners. The runner needs to take Seiyun Sky Ultimate. Seiyun Sky Ultimate is really good. And yeah, that's about it for this videos. I hope you got your whole ideas on the new Champions meeting. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below. And if you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends that have no idea how to do Champions meeting, and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I got a lot of videos. I make a lot of videos. Yeah, I don't make them like consistently, but yeah, I do make videos. I make videos, by the way. I'm a YouTuber, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.